3 tips to stay in control of your own success. Hello, it's me. I'm John Buck. This is the Marketing for Owners podcast, and it's a lovely sunny Monday. How are you? Oh, that's nice to hear. This is episode 451. That means I've made another 450. And if you want to go and listen to them, obviously not just now, wait to the end of this one, then go to the website at marketingforowners.com/podcast. What you'll find is a whole host of them. They're all there. And these shorter ones, which is the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday version, are all recorded on video. Then they're all transcribed. They're all written out. So you don't even have to listen. You can just watch and read. Take it however you want. But when I look up, there's not that many podcasts that have 450 episodes, or 451. Yay me! Anyway, back to this. I like people to be in control of their own success. And what I mean by that is do not allow others to take control, pretty obviously. And that's how I've been successful in my businesses, by knowing what goes on and by it all being down to me. I've only got myself to blame, and I do not like to be able to blame others. It's all down to me. It's my business, my problems. Even if others do actually cause the problem, I put them in a position where they could do. So I like to and I'm not. This is not in a control freaky way, because I have a self-managed business. I'm not even there half the time. Even the Marketing for Owners one is very dependent on other people, such as Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. And but so it's not that. It's just that you need to be the guide of your own. So here's my 3 tips. Oh yes, yeah. Don't worry, waffling on. So first of all, with your to-dos, you must have to-dos because you must have goals. You must be trying to progress forward at all points. The only way to progress forward is to know where you're going, your goal, to set a deadline when you want to get there, and then to reverse engineer it into bite-sized chunks that you can achieve. So, and then that gets broken down into things that you have to do to get through each project, to reach each goal. Those are to-dos, and they should be on a list. And well, I think we'll go into this on another podcast. I have covered it before, but we'll go into another one as to how to create a to-do list that is manageable. But instead of when you arrive at work, and yes, if you work from home like I do, when you start work, instead of arriving to start work wherever you are and then sitting down to decide what you should be doing, if you are ready to go, then it's going to save a lot of time, and it's going to definitely save a lot of procrastination. And just trust me, this comes from my experience. And for those of you watching on video, look, grey hair. This is actually, it may surprise you. I don't dye it just so I look old. No, this is real grey hair. I've been in business for 32 and a half years. Yes, I am old. Gosh, I'll be, cover that some other time. But the important thing is have to-dos, keep them short, but make sure when you get to work, you are ready to go. You already know what you are going to be doing. It is already decided. You do not have the opportunity to look at a list of things you could possibly be doing and pick the easiest. So do it the night before or the end of the day before. Okay, that's the first tip. Believe me, that really does make a difference. Number 2, another thing, when you start work, do not look at emails. So I'm not saying don't answer emails, don't take action. I'm saying don't even look at them. Do not look at them until midday. Set a time such as 12 o'clock. People will survive. What are you, just think, for those of you that can remember when there were no emails, all business operated, all this stuff still happened. There were no mobile phones, there was no email. Everything happened just as it would now if you shut it all down. So people will survive those extra few minutes waiting. Don't forget, when you are away from the internet, away from your desktop, or away from emails, you can't answer them, then you actually physically can't answer them. No one complains, do they? So set this up for yourself. And the reason we do that is because when you read emails, there will be some in there that you weren't expecting that will ask you to take some kind of action, to do something. It could be a complaint, it could be a supplier wants to organise a meetup or something like that. You will have to do something. You can't just ignore them and leave them as unread. You have to do something. If a supplier, say for instance, wants a meetup, you might have to quickly look at your calendar. When you look at your calendar, you notice other things, and then you have to get back to them. I'll quickly reply. But by then you've gone off the boil. And what happens is with some messages, they will require you to take action that you could do tomorrow, you could do later, but you'll do it now. And suddenly other people are setting your agenda. So do you see what I mean by when I say about you being in control of your success? Because if you're going to be successful, you need to be the guide, not others who don't care about what you're doing, what you're trying to do. They're just interested in themselves and what they want. They can wait. So please, promise me you'll try it. Try it for 1 week, just for 5 days. Don't answer emails till 12 o'clock. And then try it again. Don't answer them again till 4 o'clock. Try it. What are you thinking? Yeah, I know. Look, see, I know what you're thinking. I know that I just know you're going to come up with some excuse. Perhaps you have created a habit of reading emails as soon as you wake up. Nowadays, do you wake up in bed and grab your iPhone and look at emails? Do you really have to do that? Have you made a habit of reading them when you eat your breakfast? Again, do you really need to be doing that? Because I know what you're thinking. This is the hardest thing. And the reason I'm going on about it is because this is the hardest thing that you are ever going to have to do. Okay. All right. So remember, to-dos the night before, prepare for the day, and then don't touch emails until you start work. Number 3, this one's simple. Set your working hours. Now, I know if you're an employee, you have working hours, but if you're a boss, you don't really. They are loose. If you work from home, and again, obviously my experience, you don't. But in the day, you can decide what you want to do. And that leaves blurred edges, so there's no hurry, there's no anything. When you go on holiday, on vacation, you have to hurry to get stuff done, and you manage because you have a deadline. You've got to get this done by tonight. Make every day like that, and suddenly you will find you will stop wasting time, you will stop procrastinating, you will stop surfing the internet because you simply have not got time, you've got stuff to do. That's it, simple, 3. Do those. You'll be getting on. Now it's Monday, it's time for a book for the week, and today I've actually got the book. By the way, I do actually have all the books I've read. The ones I recommend are ones I've read, but it's just that's funny. This is called The Boron Letters. It's by Gary C. Halbert. It's actually sort of by Bond Halbert, his son. And what it was, Gary Halbert is a copywriter, but everything is writing, whether it's you're building your website, your presence, doing anything. I'm just going to read. Gary has more multi-million-dollar winning campaigns in more industries than any other copywriter, living or dead. Gary is no longer with us. He actually wrote these as letters to his youngest son, Bond, when he was in prison, in the Boron prison in California, I believe. I never even heard of it. In fact, funny enough, I never read that bit before, but I've read this a couple of times. This is just made up of a collection of the letters he wrote to to Bond. to teach him. It's like a full. It's everything. As I said, the wisdom in this book covers everything from layout to offer development and list selection, how to create a winning game plan, and everything in this book will also help you create a profitable website. These are money-making lessons. They were written in prison, and he doesn't mess about. And they're just published as is. Can you see that? For those of you who are listening on audio, no, you can't, but well, that's your tough luck. Sorry, just imagine. But this is excellent. You can get it on Amazon. It's got no page numbers. Seriously, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you can't find ideas in there as to how to create a new page on your website, how to write an email to someone, how to write an offer, how to write a sales letter, then you need to read it again. It's fantastic. I'll be back with more tomorrow.
I'd love for you to be able to do what my expert guests can do online, and it's easier than you think. They have a free course to do it. It shows you how to set up a marketing system the same way that they use. It's at freemarketingcourse.co. It's in video form, all short, delivered daily to your inbox over 12 days, where you'll learn the entire thing from beginning to end. Nothing left out. freemarketingcourse.co. My gift to you.